of luck and take it away.
Thank you very much. Hello, GDQ and everyone watching the Flame Fatale stream. This is Chain of Memories, but the original version, so I'm not sure how many people have actually played this version of the game, but it's certainly one of the more interesting entries in the Kingdom Hearts series. So I'm AeonFrodo, and my co-commentator here is Passere.
Hello, yes,
Hopefully
I'm Passere,
pronounced that
and
correctly.
I'm going to be helping out.
Thank you. Alright. But yeah, we are doing Riku's story. So, I'll start the run off in 3, 2, 1, and go. So, this happens straight after the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. And Riku has just gone through the door to Kingdom Hearts and has found himself at the very bottom of Castle Oblivion. And now he must find his way out. Now, unlike Sora, his memories are not affected. So you may see a blank card at the end of the deck, which means I can instantly reload my cards once I get to the end of my deck. I guess you could explain the mechanics further, Passere.
Yeah. Unlike in Sora's story, if you've played any of that, you don't build your own deck here. You're given a set deck. So this is the deck that we're working with, and just generally the way that the game works, you see we do have a deck, and that's for combat. When you do a combat move, it takes a deck, or you do a combat move with a card from your deck, and your enemies will also have cards in their own decks. It's a very interesting method of combat for sure. It's very, very different from the rest of the Kingdom Hearts series.
I got 2 of the worst encounters in this room. That's pretty amazing.
Yes, these enemies are really annoying to try to kill fast.
Yeah, the defenders in particular, because the game is a bit more 2D than 3D, you have to try and get behind the defender, and it's very annoying.
Game doesn't want you to be fast. Oh no.
Please! I'm trying to play the video game.
There we go. Alright. So as she finishes these fights, she gets to level up and also collect more cards. Actually, so I don't know.
And I need cards to progress through. I need cards to progress through the game.
Yeah.
So,
what's the order for how you pick like what you get on your level up?
Oh, so for the most part, right now, I'm just upgrading my basic stats. My biggest priority is to get attack.
Okay.
Because that increases Riku's attack power. Sora does not get this, by the way. Sora does not get an increase in attack power. So I'll absolutely be prioritizing increasing attack power. So that means I do more damage to enemies and, have a decent time.
And so, so those cards that... The cards that are being collected, that comes into play here. You need these cards to open doors. And so that number, it says 1 or above. You need a card with a value of 1 or above. And depending on which card you pick, which type of card, you'll see there's Sleeping Darkness, Tranquil Darkness, Teeming Darkness, all these different kinds. That determines what the next room looks like. So because the goal right now is to just grind for a bunch of cards, it's actually best to have certain types of rooms. So especially for grinding, the best ones are Teeming Darkness and Looming Darkness, because there's a lot of enemies to use to grind map cards.
Yeah, but we don't do that until Traverse Town.
Sorry.
For this particular world, we actually want Strong Initiative. So Strong Initiative is a card where the first strike damage does like between 2/3 to 3/4 of the enemy HP, and it's actually kind of ridiculous at this point in the game where you pretty much defeat enemies in like one hit after the first strike. Unfortunately, I did not get a Strong Initiative card, so that means I have to go through this pretty slowly. But Sleeping Darkness is a really nice room to get. That will do. I have to be careful which card I choose, though, as I go through the world. As, yeah, I need to actually pretty much navigate this pretty carefully. Oh, goodness. So each map card I use has a different effect in each room. So it depends on what I pick and also the value of the card. So for example, Feeble Darkness reduces the card value of the enemy, and oh, that's unfortunate. I wanted to get a that looked like the card I wanted. So Lasting Days and Strong Initiative look very similar to each other.
Oh no.
And you can't exactly tell until the card just shows up, and you get very disappointed or very happy with whatever shows up. But yeah, as you can notice, the number that the card presents that I have has to be stronger than the other one in order for me to get my attack through. If my attack is lower than the card that is presented by the enemy, I cannot get through the attack. If that makes sense. Now, Feeble Darkness makes it easier because their card values are lowered. And so I'm grinding a little bit in this room.
And unfortunately, you can't tell what kind of enemy you're going to face when you encounter something in the overworld, so...
Yeah, it's a bit
just
disappointing.
Has to go with what the game throws at her.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like the theme of the run. You gotta deal with what you're thrown with. Luckily I did get that green card, so at least it's a green card I can use. Also, the story doors that we get, so there's not really much plot in Riku's story, except for this world where he finds out that he only gets dark memories and not any like positive memories from. Oh
no.
My!
So you really want lots of lasting days, right? That's what the game thinks.
I'm sure the game thinks that. Goodness. 4. Okay. Mingling Worlds can give me the card that I want. Unfortunately, it didn't give me what I want, so that's unfortunate. I'm gonna get rid of Lasting Days though, because I'm sick of seeing it. It is so. Lasting Days is like by far the worst room card you can get. Anyway, so this is Dragon Maleficent. Now, it's kind of weird that we are fighting her this early, but this is a Riku story thing, where bosses are not quite in the same order as Sora's story. In Sora's story, I think the first boss you fight is Guard Armor, but it has been a while since I played Sora's story.
So,
but yeah, this boss is pretty straightforward. You gotta make sure she doesn't breathe fire like she just did, but I just broke it.
Yay!
But yeah, it's a very straightforward boss fight.
And then the card that she drops is really important.
Yes. So the card that she drops is excuse me.
Wow.
Wow. Enemies are being very rude today. Oh. So what I'm trying to do here is use Overdrive to deal more damage. It actually buffs Riku's attack. And it lasts per attack, which is really nice, even if you happen to reload your card. Your deck, sorry.
So to explain a little bit more about the doors, like I said, that 5 and up means that she has to use a card with a value of 5 or up. But if you get all the way to 9, the only way to reset it back down is to have a 0 card. So it's better to keep it as low as possible. It's better not to jump up really fast, because once you reach 9, you have to have a 0 card, and if you don't at that point, then it's just more grinding to get one.
Yeah, and it's not a good time.
And then once you're at 0, you can start again at 1, or whatever low value you want.
Anyway, that 0 is going to be valuable.
0.
As
I'll
well.
just keep talking about 0
Speaking of
cards.
zeros.
The game likes that.
Unfortunately, I haven't got any of my grind cards, which is very bad.
No.
So the grind cards I really want when I'm trying to go to Traverse Town is either Looming Dark. Oh, there's one. Looming Darkness or Teeming Darkness. So Teeming Darkness is a room where most of the enemies spawn, but the room is very awkward and large, and I'd rather have a small room when I go through the game. And Looming Darkness, the room is actually completely flat. I think I have to deal with what I have. This is going to be interesting. Oh wow, it's handsome.
Surprise. Yeah, they really flipped the order of everything, huh? You fight Ansem
they
right
really
at
did.
the beginning.
Oh yeah, so by the way, in order to break... wow, he just did it twice. He rarely does that twice. So yeah, whenever Ansem does his own combo move, I use a 0 because that's the only way I tend to be able to break through all that. Anyway, I gotta be careful which world I pick here because I cannot take back this decision. If I select the wrong one, yeah, it's really bad. Anyway, so I picked Traverse Town. Yay!
Town.
We don't have to reset the run.
All right, this is where most of the grinding will happen,
Yes,
and we want to get.
especially since I didn't get.
Right.
Yeah, especially since I didn't get strong initiatives in the first world in Hollow Bastion. For a top time, you definitely need to get a strong initiative or 2. Oh, I was about to say speaking of strong initiative, but it was the lasting days. Of course it's the lasting days. Why would it be anything else?
The goal here is going to be to get to 89 map cards.
Yes, but I will be grinding for a bit more for marathon safety. Otherwise, I might get destroyed in terms of how many cards I need.
That's good. I support marathon
Considering how
safety.
this run has been, considering how this run has been going, I'm pretty sure I might get destroyed. Oh, thank goodness!
Yay.
Oh, why is it 5? Jeez, I want a different one. I want a different value, not a 5. So yeah, the value of the card's also pretty important.
Another 5.
Yeah, this game loves giving me 5s. I think 5s is one of the most common drops as well. So there is a drop pool that it gets the cards from. Also, I should mention that since I fought that Ansem, I now have access to Riku's Dark Mode, and I'm not kidding, it's actually really called that. And basically, I can now transform into Dark Riku, which changes up my combos rather drastically. But we won't be seeing that until after Agrabah. So maybe a little while.
You'll see she's picking up all of the XP and stuff afterwards because the battle screen won't exit until all the XP and everything is picked up. So
Yeah, that's important to mention. Oh, there's a strong initiative card. Where were you in Hollow Bastion?
of course now.
When it's not really useful at all, yep.
While you're doing some grinding, would you like a donation or 2?
Sure.
Alrighty. We have a $25 donation from Kapamakizushi, who says, great game, great cause. We also have a $10 donation from Shala Kitty, who says, money owed from the FFL2 resets. Gotta put it towards more Kirby Boyo! We're doing well on that, on the incentive so far. We are almost at $400 out of that 4K that we need. So we're almost a tenth of the way there for the Kirby's Adventure Glitch Exhibition.
Yay!
So you all know. And we're almost a quarter of the way there for the downgrading the difficulty for the Mighty Number 9 run.
Oh, I hope that happens. That sounds
Yes.
really funny, honestly.
Want another donation or two?
Oh, sure, yeah. This is mostly grinding.
Sure. Hey, no problem. We have donations here. We have a $25 donation from Marissa with no comment. Thank you so much. We have a $20 donation from Leggy Starscream. What's up, Leggy? Who says, as promised, here's $10 for the resets in my run and $10 more to help out Malala Fund. Thank you again for giving me a chance to show off this amazing run, and good luck to all the other runners. Awesome.
I should also mention about the artwork, the sprite artwork in this game. So the devs that made this game are actually the original The World Ends With You staff members. So you might have noticed that in their I guess their sprite work, and yeah, they obviously went on to make The World Ends With You. This came out before that game came out, so
That's so cool.
yeah, just really cool and a really fun fact. I think their company's called a different name too, but yeah, they eventually changed their company name to Hand, and yeah, they made The World Ends With You.
Which kind of enemies do you most like to fight here? Like, which are the fastest?
The shadows, the counter with free shadows. It's really nice. Oh, so I just hit an important level. So level 10 allows me to have another attack boost, and allows me to take out these enemies a bit faster now that I have an extra attack. Wow, I just messed that up. Allows me to have an extra attack boost, so yeah.
And all these different cards do different things to the rooms. It's just that a lot of them are not ideal for a speedrun.
Yeah. Well, mainly for grinding, yeah. Oh, I got another 7. That's interesting. I need a lower card. I need a 0 really badly for one of my grind cards. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do a weird thing where I'm going to have to circle back to the first room, use a lower card, and go up. Because that has the lowest value I can use, and I can just take advantage of that. Unless like, a 9, okay. I'm still probably going to go to the lowest room anyway.
These doors that have crowns over them, they need certain story cards to progress through. And other cards sometimes too. So that's why you have to do things in a certain order.
Sorry, guard armor just like started out like on hard mode. that was like, wait, which card do I use? But yeah, ideally for the guard armor fight, you want to end the fight with you want to end the fight as your overdrive ends. So all that overdrive's gonna be used. Oh, that was a bad whiff. That was a very bad whiff from Riku.
Guard armor, no.
Yeah, so not the ideal fight, but it's okay. But yeah, we're taking out the boss so I can go to the end of the world and continue my grind. Because yeah, as stated, I need a lot of cards to get through the game. You can only hold a maximum of 99 map cards, by the way. So that's probably a little detail I forgot, but yeah, that's.
Are you gonna max it out?
It's very important. Yeah, we almost maxed it out. And luckily we don't have to grind again, unlike Sora's story, where because of the cat we have to grind again. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
Strong initiative.
Oh, look, another strong initiative card. Yeah. I mostly just need the grind map cards, like Looming Darkness and goodness, my brain, and Teeming Darkness. That's it. Yeah. I literally got the Teeming Darkness drop. You also may have noticed that my deck has changed in each world. Like my current deck setup too is I only have 5 cards in my deck instead of what I had before, which was a deck full of cards. At least I think around 20 or 30 instead of 5. It's probably one of the reasons why we do grind here, because it is very easy to reload our cards. I just have to do a press of a button instead of having to hold the A button to reload.
Lasting days.
Yes, lasting days. Also, another thing regarding Recom as well, compared to this game, is I cannot upgrade my darkness points early on. I forgot to mention that before the Ansem fight. That, yeah, we get that before that. We were able to do that in this version rather than... yeah. And I should also mention about the points in the top corner under Riku's HP. So those points accumulate when you break the opponent's cards, and when they reach 30, you go into dark mode. Well, we don't want to go into dark mode yet because this is just a grind and normal Riku can do the job just fine. And is faster. But yeah, if I need to go into dark mode, I know exactly how to get there quickly. Okay.
Perfect.
I'm probably gonna re-enter this room and just get like more stuff because I do not have a 0.
Still? Oh no.
Yeah, well, no, a 0 for a grind card. I'm being very specific here.
Okay.
About another donation.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. If you have any donations, keep them coming.
Sure. Well, you mentioned The World Ends With You just a minute ago, and there's a $25 donation from Origami Vivian, who says, shout out to my favorite games, The World Ends With You and the Golden Sun series. I thought that was super relevant.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, you see that game have kind of its connection with another Kingdom Hearts game, which is super cool.
Yeah, I believe Dreamville Distance actually has a World Ends With You world, right?
Yeah, I think it does, and a bunch of the characters in it as well.
Yeah.
Which is very cool. We also have $25 from Rocky, who says, gotta donate for all the amazing prizes, and let's see that Kirby Glitch exhibition!
Yay!
Oh, I'm so excited. We have hit over $400, so we are over 10th of the way there, which is awesome. Appreciate all the donations coming in for that. Ooh, we have $25 from Zero, who says, always nice to see Kingdom Hearts on the schedule. Best of luck on the run.
This is like if you take Kingdom Hearts 1 and then mash up the story and put it on the Game Boy, because this is not the order of things in Kingdom Hearts 1, but if you play Sora's story, it will be the order of things as it was in Kingdom Hearts 1, which is interesting.
For the most part, yeah, but you can pick which world where to go to and everything. And it's actually kind of important what order you go in each world, because bosses, they get more HP depending on what order in the world you go to. Yeah, they do. So it's actually really important for the speedrun's sake to pick bosses that will be easier on like lower HP or something like that. But although you do have to bite the bullet with some where it's just like, okay, this is going to be not so great, but the rest of it is optimal. So yeah. Speaking of having to bite the bullet, I had to exit the room and go down south in order to like get down and to get down and get a proper card, because to use another card, because that means I don't have a 0 still, and it's really bad for a grind card. Yeah, I need either a Louis Darkness 0 or Teeming Darkness 0, because that would be wonderful.
No,
that is not a Teeming Darkness 0.
It got part of it right.
It is a Teeming Darkness card, which is helpful. I can actually use that, but 0 will be much more useful here. because then I can just go up and it's a lot more. It's a lot easier.
So how long do you give it until, like, if you don't find a 0, what do you do?
Oh, I just go back into the room, like back into the previous room, and then just use like the same card or like the card that needs it. This is like it's kind of like I kind of figured it out during a run where I was just like, oh, I can actually do this and just like go back into the room and then just like keep on doing it. I think a lot of people don't know about the game is that you can actually like reload the room that you've already been through. The game doesn't directly tell you this, so yeah. I'm not sure if Recom does, but yes, you can.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, I can. Yeah, so you can change it. I unfortunately didn't realize I didn't have any more 5, so I should actually progress instead of go back, but that's fine.
If you reach 99 cards, can you like throw them away, or do you have to use them on something?
I think you don't collect anything.
You just don't collect anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, this is like dealing with some really like silly RNG basically, because 0s would make my life a whole lot easier, but oh, there's a 0, but not the right card. So yeah, it drops the it drops the very Pacific and everything. Oh, I did get a nice 7 though, so that's good.
So all the different named cards are like, there's Tranquil Darkness and Teeming Darkness and all these different darkness cards, and that tells you something about like what size the room will be, what shape the room will be, and then how the darkness behaves in that room.
They don't tell you what shape the room will be.
Really?
Yeah, you have to guess where the door is.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so one of the difficulties of running this game is trying to like guess where the door is in any given room, and that's gonna be fun later on once I get past this grind. Like, my most prominent question, apart from getting annoyed at some of the bosses, is where's the door? and that's gonna be something when that happens.
So how many map cards do you have at this point?
Oh, that's...
Does it give you a count somewhere? I just don't know where to look.
It will give me a count on the menu screen, but I'm waiting until I get to level 13.
That makes sense.
In order to check. Oh, I do have another 6. That's lovely.
Yay.
Cool.
So here we go with this sprint again.
Yeah. It will be a slightly different formation, especially where the door is, but I don't want to exit the world. So that blue arrow in the top right corner tells me, I guess, the room and
Another 0.
where I need to exit. Or the approximate way of exiting. It's just I don't know exactly where that door is.
Right.
Until I go up and investigate myself. But I don't have any intentions of leaving the world now, since I don't have enough. I know I don't have enough cards. Level 13 is a really good indicator of when I can just check the cards and see how much I have. Okay, I can go slightly higher at school. And the reason why I use Looming Darkness over Teeming Darkness, by the way, is is that they get is that the room is just a lot better. It's just a lot better than Teeming Darkness rooms. Like, for example, the Teeming Darkness room is like just really big and just really terrible to navigate sometimes. Yeah, sorry it took a while.
Strong
I'm still waking up. I'm like struggling to just like wake up. Jeez, imagine having to play card games in the morning.
How much do you have to pick like which card you're using to fight the darkness? Is each card you pick like a purposeful choice?
It doesn't take much thought in obviously random encounters like this, but in boss fights you do have to be really careful.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, 65, so that's like... Okay, gonna have to... I think might be 3 more rooms, maybe 4. So yeah.
Does Looming Darkness or Teeming Darkness have more Heartless in it?
Teeming Darkness actually has more, but it also has some undesirable encounters.
Oh.
Like the encounters have more waves in Teeming Darkness as well in this particular world.
Oh.
Like they change depending on what world you're in too. So like when I use Strong Initiative in Hollow Bastion, you get really great encounters for the most part. But for this world, you get really bad encounters for Strong Initiative. Even though you do get the first strike, it's just the waves are just like, you get multiple waves and you rather only get one wave with Strong Initiative.
Right.
Because that's where the first strike damage comes in.
Right.
And yeah, so I guess funny about the Strong Initiative stuff, so I managed to figure that out without having to look at the TAS, because so me and my partner's really big into playing card games, and he went to, like, he was talking about this game to me and all that, and well, not this game specifically, but we were talking about logical extremes in card games where usually developers don't think of where if you have this many cards in a deck, you can completely break the game, for example. And then I thought, logical extremes. And then I looked at the strong initiatives and I was like, I wonder how many strong initiatives I can get in Hollow Bastion. And that's how, I thought of actually doing that in that world. Okay. I might want to check my card total after this room as well, just to double check the rooms that I need. But I'm pretty sure I need at least 2 more rooms.
Maybe a good time for some donations.
Oh yeah, absolutely. After explaining all that with my partner, so.
Yeah, of course. So we have a donation that comes in. There's a lot of Disney song references in it. I don't know if I should sing the titles or just say the titles. I think I'm just going to say the titles. All right, because it would take too long otherwise. $25 from Pitman Lionhouse 423, who says, just had to say, I see the light because it's a whole new world when Flame Fatale is on. The surface pressure might be high, but I know these runners can let it go and put on a fantastic show. Can you feel the love tonight pouring in from Alala Fund? I've got a dream that we can make it to $50,000 tonight. We know the way, and we're almost there. Thanks for letting me be part of your world, Flame Fatale, and just know that you've got a friend in me.
That was so many. Holy cow. Thank you.
Can we get more donations like that, please?
That was impressive, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Me personally as hosts, you send me Disney lyrics, I will sing them, or just any kind of references like that. Usually I'm not a big puns person, but for this specific instance, bring it on.
You heard the challenge.
You heard the challenge. Exactly. Plus, it goes towards a great cause, and we can help flesh out those incentives. I got a little bit more information on the Mighty Number 9 downgrade the difficulty, actually. So the main difference is that they're not going to have the all boss weapons unlocked from the beginning. So the routing is going to be more based on boss weaknesses. So I think actually going down to normal any percent instead of hard is going to make some things more challenging because there are less, again, like boss weapons unlocked. So I think that'll be really interesting to see. And we are over $500 out of the $2,000 needed to see that incentive. So let me see the difference, chat. I would like to see it.
That's so cool.
I just also think it's really funny too. Just
That's not what you expect to see when you look at the donation incentives for a marathon.
Exactly. Yeah. There has to be.
There's a catch.
I mean, there had to be a reason. And so now we have a little bit of information on that reason, and I'm super curious to see more about that.
Next time somebody needs to have a downgrade incentive and there's actually no reason, it makes it easier for them, but everybody's going to assume that it makes it harder for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, here in this version of Chain Memory, speaking of difficulties, this doesn't have any difficulty selection. This is like the difficulty you have to deal with. And yeah, it's something, that's for sure. And I guess in RECOM, you can have beginner difficulty or go up to proud. So yeah, it's quite, and there's another little difference between both these games.
I know.
So I personally haven't played RECOM, but I've seen some shenanigans, and it's like, wow, this game is very different.
RECOM looks so much like KH1. It's crazy. I really like the graphics of this one though.
What do you think drew you to playing and speedrunning this version of it, Aeon?
So I think, like, well, playing it casually allows me to grind and do some silly things, but playing in a speedrun sense, you have to be like kind of tight with some of the stuff you do, like with card selection in particular. You have to be quite knowledgeable in what card you can like safely put down, as well as make sure you're able to progress through the rest of the game.
Right.
So that's kind of a big deal when you need to like figure out, which card can I like put down in order to progress, or is this safe to put down in order to progress?
Gotcha.
And I also have to be careful to not accidentally use zeros as well, because zeros are just worth their weight in gold, especially throughout the whole game regarding map cards, because sometimes there's going to be a situation where you need to use a zero to progress.
Right, and it'll always let you do it, right? Because it just beats anything.
Oh yeah, it beats anything, yeah. It's like, so as long as you use the zero after. Well, in combat you have to use the zero after. But in
Right, yeah, so we didn't even talk about like the timing of the cards and how you pick them. So Aeon already talked a little bit about like you need to have a higher number. And a zero will beat anything as long as it's played second. If it's played first, it will just lose.
Yeah, you just get destroyed. And I guess before we leave this world, I will be using more of these combos called slates. So it's a combo of 3 cards, and sometimes they can be actually made into a special move depending on the value of the cards. But here's the thing with Riku mode. I can only use special moves if I'm in dark mode. So with normal mode Riku, I know my attacks are going to be simply a 3-hit combo.
Oh.
Which can be a good and bad thing. Yeah. Okay, we're getting out of here.
Yay!
Thank goodness. We're out of the grind. Also, hey, that's Vexen and Zexion, which yeah, this is their first appearance in the series. There's a lot of firsts in this game, by the way. So.
And we're just gonna skip the cutscenes. Are all the cutscenes skippable?
Yeah. Yes, you just hold the start button. Oh, except for the animated ones.
Oh.
Which are the animated ones are like the 3D looking ones. You can't skip those.
Okay.
But Riku has none of them during the story. Only Sora has them in his story.
Surprise! I know you all wanted to stay in Traverse Town the whole time, but we are actually going to see the rest of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's with bad luck too. With getting close to 40 minutes on the timer. So yeah, I got kind of unlucky there. I didn't get any of those cards I want, but my estimate has accounted for this. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting rid of one of these cards. These cards suck. Lasting days. If I can get rid of one, I will. So this is GD Jafar. And like in Kingdom Hearts 1, you have to aim for the little bird buddy up there, Aego. Because he's holding the lamp currently. And also, yep, there is some lag in this. And I had to deal with it because, yeah.
So if you...
But this boss battle's pretty straightforward. Except when all the platforms go down at the bottom. That's when it gets pretty annoying.
Right.
In order to fix that though, I get this. So there's a card the green Mickey card. We call it a gimmick card, and it only appears in boss fights, and that does something special to the boss.
Oh.
Whether that's dismantling the boss, like in guard armor, or in this case, raising all the platforms to the highest. But it does different things depending on the boss fight, and we actually will be using the gimmick card in some boss fight because they are very useful.
Cool.
In some boss fights. Oh, where is
the door?
Where's the door? Oh yeah, someone in the chat did point out. Yep, they do actually say that. Anyway, so this is the first instance of a boss battle that will use dark mode on. So we'll be able to see Dark Riku. Hurry up, please attack Vexen. So as Vexen takes his sweet time to attack you first enter the boss fight. And he used the worst possible card. Fantastic.
Great.
So what he just did there was use Auto Life, which revives him at half HP of his HP bars. And considering I'm already going through 2 of those HP bars, that is incredibly annoying. Come on.
Oh, he is not cooperating.
Yeah, he is not doing anything. Come on.
Alright.
I need to get into dark mode because look how fast I go through this health bar with overdrive.
Riku's now OP.
Yeah, Riku has now got his power of darkness, I suppose. And yeah, that's... Yeah, so... Okay, there we go. Need to break through that. Yeah, so what I'm doing here is a double jump attack. And that actually, allows me to do a certain attack that makes me go through... makes me able to do multiple hits per attack. It also doesn't use any of my overdrive meter, overdrive stuff. And there's the half HP stuff, so... Yep, that's what happens when auto life happens. Now, I could have gone to a world earlier in order to prevent this from happening, but it's actually slower. Yeah, you just get unlucky there.
Wow.
Which is, unfortunately really annoying.
How often does he tend to use that?
I think that's his most used card, I would believe. I probably should have let that cutscene play a little bit because he goes ha 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 at the beginning, but I'm just annoyed with him.
Get out of here, Vexen. And we're already done with Agrabah.
Yep. So this is Monstro, and it's not as confusing as in the original Chain of Memory. In Cage 1, you just go through doors in this one, which is much better, I would assume.
Instead of getting lost in a maze.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So I try to aim for the smaller rooms, but there's some cases where I will go for a bigger room. Okay, so I need. Wow, I got terrible luck on the blue cards. Luckily, I grinded extra because I usually don't grind over 89 except for marathon cases like this one, and I'm very glad I grinded extra because that would be really bad. So in Parasite Cage, the floor is lava. And you don't want to stand on that floor. That gimmick card actually makes it so that the floor isn't lava.
Oh. I was going to say it looks...
So now I can stand on it safely.
Cool.
Oh, come on. Parasite Cage has a habit of throwing out cards that are higher than yours.
So close.
So Parasite Cage is like just tougher than it seems because it's just it can be a pretty rough boss fight. Okay, cool. Yeah, you want Parasite Cage to open its mouth, otherwise it just makes it easier. Oh no! Oh goodness, that's bad. So I didn't level up there.
Oh.
And so when you level up in Chain of Memories, you actually recover your HP fully. You don't do that.
HP.
Yeah, so you don't do that in that doesn't happen in Com. Sorry, RE-Com, sorry. Where when you level up you don't recover your HP. Yeah.
If you die, what gets lost? Like, do you keep your cards and stuff, or?
Oh yeah, we keep everything. It's just like the problem is you just go to the front of the previous room that you were in.
Oh.
So that's that. I think the deaths in this game are worse than RE-Com because in RE-Com, I think something similar happens, but it's not as bad because if you die during one of the fights in Castle Oblivion, you go back to the world.
Right.
So yeah, that's. Oh, I'm just gonna get rid of this. So yeah, I'm on low HP and I'm trying to fight Hook on low HP.
Oh no.
Hook is a really terrible. Where's the door? Okay.
Door's hiding.
It's up there. I'm getting these worst rooms out of the way. But yeah. So
this is Hook's ship. Captain Hook's ship.
Yeah, the Hook fight is really bad and really random. So what can happen during Hook's fight is he can use up to 1 to 3 things. He can use Second Chance, which means the fight is pretty normal. The other thing he can use is... Okay, I need to have a look at my zeros. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this one.
The colors matter when you're doing these doors because a lot of times it asks you for a specific color when you do the key doors, the story doors. Yeah.
I'm also trying to not die, which unfortunately it's very easy to die in this fight when you're on low HP. That's fine though. That death was kind of expected, especially when... Excuse me, I don't want all zeros. Oh, he actually gave me the best RNG, so when he does all zeros, you break through all of his zeros.
Beautiful.
It is pretty beautiful, yeah, when you see that.
And now we're Dark Riku.
Yep. So, yeah, combo attacks are really nice. He's, so in his normal combo, if you use, like, his ground combo twice, you can daze the enemy, and it just makes it easier to attack them. They can't use any card when they're dazed. But apart from being initially on low HP, which is why I died initially, that was pretty good.
And now you level up. Oh,
I level up twice.
Wow.
Yeah, you get so much experience at the end of boss fights because we don't. Right. Wow. Excuse me. At least I can escape easily.
What level would the game expect you to be at this point? Like, are you underleveled or are you still about?
I'm probably a little underleveled.
Because I know by the time you get to the end, you're going to be pretty underleveled, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be extremely underleveled. Are you kidding me? Anyway, so you might be seeing double here for a little bit. Well,
this is where having the story might make a little bit more sense, but
yes. So this is Riku Replica. So it's basically a clone that Vexen has made of Riku. It was mainly to mess with Sora, but also it messes with Riku a little bit too. And probably us too, because you maybe not be able to tell which one is the actual Riku in dark mode. But it's actually kind of not too bad to tell because you can tell who's being locked on to.
I mean, it messes with everybody. Like, even the replica starts to question their own existence. Like, this is just...
Oh yeah, well that's what happens in the story too. They do question their own existence. Oh, need that 0.
Yay.
Luckily this... Oh, someone just reminded me. Something. Hold on, I'm going to let this cutscene play a little bit.
Hey, fake.
Yep. Riku's dialogue is fantastic sometimes.
Alright.
But a quick donation?
Oh, sure. We can do a little quick one, yeah.
Sure. We have a $5 donation from Lynx, who says, what's everyone's favorite Kingdom Hearts opening song? Simple and Clean, Sanctuary, or Face My Fears? Good question. You too, Jazz?
Oh. I really like Simple and Clean, but it might be because I've watched so many KH1 speedruns that it just... maybe it just plays in my head.
I think it's classic, but there's something... Like, I have also a strong attachment to Kingdom Hearts 2, and there's something about, like, the chill version of Sanctuary that I absolutely love.
Right.
Yeah, I like Sanctuary too. I can't really involve myself much in the conversation because I am trying to, like, increment up correctly here. And also trying to avoid enemy counters too, but that's fine. It's good. They are... yeah, I'll throw this down. So I unfortunately got really terrible luck in terms of blue cards. So I wanted to get like a higher blue card. At least I got another 7, but yikes. Okay, get rid of that one and that one. Okay. Unfortunately, I only want to use 2 blue cards there, but yeah, the extra grind is why that's handy.
Right.
So Ursula can be... Excuse me. Ursula! Oh my god!
Oh.
She might destroy me because her cards are just higher than mine, and also I didn't get the thing correctly. I might just die.
That was brutal.
Yep. Wow. I have not had that happen to me in a while, but that can happen to you in the Ursula fight, where there's nothing you can do. Also, my deck is absolutely garbage in this world.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, can we chill?
Yeah, you just got like a bunch of 5s there. 4s?
Yeah, 5 is my highest card.
What's... Maybe I should ask you questions while you're trying to defeat Ursula.
Oh, sure. I mean, you can ask me questions. It's just like this boss fight can be really terrible sometimes.
Which one's deck do you like best
Sora's
and
story
worst is what I was going to ask.
Well, we haven't gone through the worst deck yet, so that's going to be pretty fun when we see it. But yeah, this deck is ranked pretty high. I'm staying away from those bubbles, okay? Those bubbles are not friendly bubbles.
Yay! Alright, second time to charm.
Yeah. So yeah, regarding Ursula, you can actually ride on her shoulder, but unfortunately, Ursula decided today wasn't my day to do that. But
Ursula said
yeah,
no.
in Sora's, I should mention in Sora's story, they have a really cool strat to be able to just use aerial attacks because Sora's attack arc is a lot better than Riku's.
Oh.
So they could like stay on the ground and just like, yeah. It's actually a pretty cool strat. But unfortunately, we can't do it as Riku.
I like how Riku's just like walking around on the bottom of the ocean like this is no problem.
Oh yeah. Was that even mentioned in Sora's story too, that they could do that? Like, how can we breathe underwater? I think they mentioned something like that in Sora's story.
It's just, you know, an upgrade that happens since the first game. Now humans can breathe underwater. It's fine.
Yeah, apparently.
Imagine if they did, like, have character transformations here, though. Alright, though, we're out of Atlantica.
Yeah, thank goodness. And yeah, there's some cutscenes with Sora's mode in this as well. So that cutscene with Axel and Larxene was from Sora's mode.
This is happening at the same time that Sora's story is happening, right? Technically.
Yeah, pretty much, except for some parts of it, which I should... Oh, I actually need to save up that too.
No.
If I don't save up that too, bad things happen. Basically, I can't progress through the game. So I need to save up that too. Yeah.
Yeah, so it might seem like she's just picking any card that meets the criteria of the door, but there are certain ones that she needs to have later because otherwise she won't be able to progress through certain story doors. The ones that ask for certain numbers and colors.
Yes, and to quote Axel, I've got them memorized, so it's all good. I can use that 5 safely.
Got a little bit more info on that Mighty Number 9 downgrade run incentive. If you have a sec for me to explain.
Oh, can I explain this first? Sorry.
Please do. No problem.
So, Hades is a terrible boss fight, like in every Kingdom Hearts game. That has not changed in the slightest. You want to make sure he doesn't get into enraged mode. Instead, you want to get into your dark mode as fast as possible. And then here we're going to use our attack braces strat. Oh, didn't mean to go through my deck like that, but I must have held the wrong button.
Oh no.
No, I didn't mean to summon Mickey, but you know,
Mickey's
we need
here.
some support.
Don't worry. Mickey will... Oh no, this is in rage mode.
Yeah. Oh, but luckily we don't have to deal with that mostly.
Okay.
So yeah, the attack bracer strat, it makes it so that Hades doesn't attack, and you're able to just like be able to use your attack cards, like just spam them endlessly until the attack bracer stuff runs out, which is in 20 hits. So it's not many hits you get to take advantage of it, but it's definitely better than nothing. That's for sure. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you, Kung Fu. Just, yeah, I need to explain that boss fight.
No, please. That is important. Absolutely. Okay. Well, if we do have a moment. So it seems like the intro boss stage, for those who are like, why would we donate toward downgrading this difficulty for Mighty Number 9? Well, let me tell you. Not only will they not have all boss weapons unlocked from the beginning, but also the intro stage boss and the first robot master are actually going to be harder on normal. And there are more boss interactions in each stage. So basically, it sounds to me like it's almost swapping the difficulty in my head, you know?
Yeah.
Like it sounds like the normal any percent is actually more difficult than the hard any percent. So if you all want to see a more difficult challenge with more going on in the run, that's your reason to be putting these donations in toward this Mighty Number 9 incentive. Plus, we still have that Kirby one going. We're almost at $500 out of that 4K, which is amazing. So keep up those donations for that.
That's so funny about the difficulty.
Right? Yeah, did not expect that. But it's awesome to get more information on it because I'm sure we're all like, I don't know why
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could help the runner out. No, it's never about helping out the runner.
No.
The incentives are never about...
Can't have that.
No, we couldn't have that. No, we need to make it more difficult for sure.
I can confirm in this game, no matter what difficulty you play on, because you don't have a difficulty, that is just hard.
The game just makes it hard for you. Don't even need chat. Don't even need donations.
Also, the RNG involved in this just seems like it can complicate things.
That's why my estimate is just really high because of it's just so much can happen. Also, I just realized I have so many of those five strong initiative cards. I have 7 of them, which is a lot. So it would be nice to have them in Hollow Bastion, but that did not happen.
Oh, wow, 30.
Oh, perfect. Nice. That was nice. Getting exactly 4 cards here. Anyway, are you ready to see this deck?
All right,
It's absolutely terrible.
Got some 3s.
Also, Trickmaster's just not
4s.
leaving. Yep. Can you count up 3, 4, 5?
3, 4,
Because that's the deck.
Beautiful.
Yep. What a beautiful deck. Also, Trickmaster does hit like a truck in this. And it's... Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah. Aerial attacks are really great here. So you don't whiff, like I just did.
How do you... Like, when is it easier to go to dark mode versus just, like, fight the boss?
It really depends on if you're able to break the boss and all that. Like, you need... So, to break through... Trickmaster's attacks, you need to use a lot of slates on the boss. Now, the problem with using slates, which I probably should have mentioned this earlier, is that you lose the intro card. You lose the front card for the duration of the fight.
Right, I forgot about that.
So it's really bad when you use too many slates and you run out of cards in your deck.
What happens if you run out of cards in your deck? Do you just... Well, I guess you'd still have, some.
You still have some because, you have at least 2. But it's...
Just do the rest of it with
maybe even 1. But it's just like... They don't soft lock you, but at the same time, it's just... Because you can use 2 card slates, but they're not as effective.
Right.
But, it's just really bad. Because you constantly have to reload. With Riku, fortunately, it's just a press of the A button, but as Sora, you have to hold the A button to reload, and you have to reload for 3 ticks as well with Sora, so it's even more punishing. Oh, geez, okay then.
There's all those strong initiative cards you wanted earlier.
I mean, that's basically it. This is going to be really hard to navigate through because it doesn't look like I have a lot of low cards, but I want to keep my high cards because there's a certain door towards the end of the game that you need at least the value of 50 cards, like 50. So, it's pretty ugly. So I'm just trying to use horrible cards. I really hope I don't have to use the lasting days, but I have 2 lasting days zeros, and even though they're lasting days zeros, they're going to be useful because they are 0 cards. Speaking of having 0 cards, you don't want to have all zeros because to get through some value doors, you need numbers.
Right.
So. You don't want all zeros, but zeros are very valuable when you have them. The most common drops, I believe, are like 3 and 4s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see a question about why you've been mostly getting DP on your level ups.
Oh, that's because you want to increase it to 40 before the end of the game.
Okay.
And I can't always select attack, even though I want to, because the game won't let me. You can only get it every 5 levels.
Okay.
Yeah. This is okay. I'll use that 7. I didn't want to go higher than a 6 there, but I don't think I have much of a choice since I have like no 6s.
Oh no.
So, yeah. So this is where my cards will start to run out, and I have to pick them wisely. Anyway, basically. Anyway, so this is Oogie Boogie. Now, luckily he didn't throw out an 8 initially. That would have been bad because I had to use a 2-card slate in order to break through it.
Oh.
Yeah, he can throw out 8, but it very rarely happens.
I do like seeing how they turned the 3D battles of KH1 into 2D battles for this. It is interesting.
Yeah, this is also pretty straightforward. I was just checking if there was a gimmick card, because gimmick cards actually do make this fight faster.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is one of the cases where the gimmick card is actually extremely useful. But obviously it's an RNG job, so... I may get a free cycle at this rate, because this is not good luck at the moment.
Oh, no.
This is like how my... I guess how my run has been going. Just really terrible luck.
It's the
It's a marathon
look.
run, so... Yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm going to reload my deck in order to have full power, and then use the gimmick card. So the gimmick card allows me to stay... have the gates lowered for a longer amount of time as well.
Oh.
So I can use each card in my deck.
Very cool.
Okay, there we go. Not a good boss fight, but, you know, I've been getting bad luck all run, so... it's not surprising, I think. Anyway, we've reached 40 darkness points. So the rest of my stuff is going to go into attack or HP. I don't need any more.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I don't have to upgrade darkness anymore.
Maybe time for some donations?
A little bit, but I want to, or maybe not, because
Oh, okay.
I'm getting right into the next boss fight.
Okay.
Hey, just let me know when you're good. I have donations for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick RNG World and hope for the best. So Mingling Worlds, it randomly, it's just here you go. There's a random room for you. You don't have to think.
So
Anyway,
fun.
this is Lexaeus. And actually Lexaeus, and not like Data Lexaeus or something randomly. This is actually him. So he does like tilt the screen. Oh, please be reasonable. This is bad. I might die. Okay, well, I didn't die, but I will die on this next hit.
Oh no.
Nope. The cards didn't reload in time, so there is a little bit of reload lag on the animation, so yeah, that was actually pretty unlucky. He didn't throw out high value cards, so the zeros that I use are not as effective.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I've been having bad luck on this fight recently, so I'm just not surprised. Anyway, he just threw his 0 and I just threw out mine. That's... Yeah. Okay, there we go. You get this out on time. The rocks almost hit me, and they can actually one-shot... Oh, they can almost one-shot Riku from his current HP.
Wow.
So it's... Yeah, it's pretty scary when you get hit by the rocks in this fight. Also, if you get hit by his axe sword, I'm not entirely sure what
Whatever
it
that
is. He does stun you. Okay, come on, buddy. Okay, you're not doing anything cool. I'm just gonna try to... Okay, this is bad.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
cool. Okay.
So close.
Okay, I tied his slate, which means nothing happens. So that's what happened in that little instance there. But yeah. Anyway, that was Luxeus. And luckily he didn't tilt the screen because that can get people a little bit motion sick.
Oh.
When looking at the game. Yeah, he does like do the same effect as Hook does.
Okay.
Anyway, so Riku got tired after using all his slates and now needs a little nap. Okay, nap is over. And now Zexion is going to do something about this. But yeah, the next world is a bit nostalgic, and you probably would expect Riku to have some good memories here, not the dark memories that he's been seeing throughout the game, or the blank world that's with no NPCs. But yeah, so this is Destiny Islands. This is where Riku and Sora grew up. So I don't want to use that one yet. Okay.
Hi.
Hello. What's
Hello.
up?
Is now a good time for a donation?
Yes, just you gotta do it pretty quickly though.
Awesome. Okay, $5 from Game and Shout. Hello, Mr. Game and Shout. It says, "Come on, chat. This incentive isn't going to meet itself." Talking about both the Kirby and the Mighty Number 9. Remember when submitting your donation to click the Add Incentives button at the bottom of the page to choose what your money goes toward. Now let's get some more amazing Frame Fatale runs. Good point. Good point, Shout. Thanks for the info.
Thank you.
So here's why I need the 7, and I'm going to immediately get rid of the Lasting Days, because we all know that's a terrible card to get. So now we're going to fight... so Riku kind of has... Riku is kind of confronted with no memories of, when he grew up, and also there's no Mickey as well. I do not have Mickey. He goes away at this point in the game. But yeah. He kind of has to confront the darkness within himself, and the game goes, "Oh, this is you," and it's like, "Oh, this is Darkseid." Okay, so we just find Darkseid here. There's certain attacks we want him to use in order to be able to deal the most damage, which are just attacks where he just punches the ground and gets stuck in it for some time, like when he summons Heartless like this. And we are purposely getting hurt here, and that's because we are going to use Berserk strats. So Berserk strats require you to be on low HP, and it gets very dangerous. I didn't want that attack to go through.
Alright.
But yeah, I do have to be a little bit cautious as I fight Darkseid here. Oh yeah, and the Heartless can kill you if you're on low HP, so that's always fun. But yeah, luckily I was able to deal with that.
That's awesome.
He actually does skip attacks if you do happen to break him, and that can be a pretty bad thing.
At least you level up, so you're back to full HP, right?
Yep. So Riku actually accepts the darkness within himself and fights through the fake Sora. Yeah, that's actually not really Sora, that's actually Zexion, and he actually defeats Zexion right there. Just completely destroys him. So another thing with that particular fight actually is in RECOM you actually fight Zexion.
Oh, interesting.
You do not fight him in this version of the game.
Huh. I wonder why they did that.
So yes. I'm guessing they want Zexion to have a boss fight.
Makes it easier
that's
for
what
the
I was
speedrun
thinking.
here.
They
You just don't have to do it.
Yeah, you have to deal with Zexion, yeah. Oh, this is terrible. Wow, okay.
We're getting towards the end, right? So there's not that many cards left you have to work with.
Yeah, there's not many cards in my deck, so that's another thing too. And I have to use a 0 there in order to progress. My goodness. Oh yeah, I got plenty of 5s. I almost forgot about that. Which is like, wait.
All the 5s.
Didn't I have a lot of 5s there?
As we're moving along, let me know if you got time for more donations.
Yeah, so I don't have time right now. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Because we're about to go into a world that doesn't make sense, because
Okay.
we've never been there before. But this is Twilight Town. This is actually the first appearance of Twilight Town in the series. You probably didn't expect it to come from Chain of Memories, but there it is. It's right there.
When they made this game, did they know that KH2 was coming? Like,
Yes.
okay.
So, yeah, and this is why I saved up my Strong Initiative 1. So even though this room is not so great, the value of the card is more important because I can be able to go through different rooms with high value cards.
Okay.
Yeah, so after this fight, so this is why I saved my
2 are
2 so I can get
down.
through the door.
Wow.
2 all down, yeah, it's pretty brutal because, yeah. Anyway, speaking of brutal, this fight is brutal.
Riku's
So this
back.
is Riku Replica 2. Yeah.
And he's already in dark mode, right?
Oh, yeah, well, that's
Now you are
the way
too.
the fight usually goes. I need to get rid of that, yeah. I'm waiting for a card called Slate Lock.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. And so with our newly minted Dark Side card, we're able to copy the card that he uses, so it's pretty sick.
Ooh.
Oh, but at the same time, this is not sick. Oh my goodness. It immediately uses a 0 as I use my Dark Aura.
Oh no.
So yeah, we do have access to Dark Aura as Dark Riku. That's been a thing since we've had access to Dark Mode. But yeah, I'm going to just stun him just for safety.
He has so many health bars.
Yeah, he has 3 health bars. It's pretty scary to go up against him. Oh, goodness, okay.
He is not cooperating.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets very hyper aggressive, especially if you go up against him face to face. He just destroys you.
No.
Yeah. Okay, I need. Okay, cool.
Alright. He still has over 1 health bar. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Well, yeah, but Dark Aura gets rid of most of that.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, Dark Aura is pretty random.
Oh.
Yeah, we actually used to use it on Hades, but I found that it's inconsistent, but also, oh geez, this is bad.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Yeah, so going back to normal Riku is actually really bad.
What's the strat here?
Get back to Dark Riku as fast as possible. And make sure I stay alive
Yeah.
because I'm on very low HP at the moment.
That HP's scary.
And yeah, you hear it blaring probably.
Oh?
Oh,
Oh!
that could have been it. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, he could have easily counterattacked me and just ended me right there.
did
But
it.
fortunately, yeah. And these are the last levels we're going to get as well
Oh, okay.
before the final boss fight. So this is where Riku Replica is actually finished off for sure. You actually fight him 4 times in Sora's story. He still isn't dead after that. So
Wow.
yeah, that's fun fact, I guess.
Do people do speedruns of both stories together?
There is a category that does do that, which is 100%.
Okay.
I need to check how many zeros I have. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have 6 zeros. Why did I do that? I have 6 zeros, so... Sorry, I need to think through this wisely. Because this is the important part of the run where I need to keep track of my cards.
Right.
It's mainly so that it's mainly asking myself, can I complete the game? And if the answer is no, then that's not good.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe time for a donation?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yay! You read my mind. Awesome. We have a $25 donation from Shadow Dart who says, glad to see I made it home in time to watch the rest of Aeon's run. Keep up the great work and let your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you. Also, I
love
didn't mean to
that.
get into that fight. The Heartless is near the door.
Oh,
All right, cool.
right near the door.
Yeah.
Also, we're super close to $40,000. We're only about $1,600 off. So if you get your donations in for these incentives at the same time, we could hit an awesome 40K
Ooh.
and see, get the normal percent or normal any percent, and even maybe the Kirby's Adventure. Like, we will get close to all of
That
them
would be so awesome.
with these donations. Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to interrupt for a little bit? Yeah, we just saw Namine, by the way,
really?
who makes her
finally.
first appearance. Makes her first appearance in this game. So in Riku's story, right now her role is to actually heal Sora's memories. This is the point of the game, which happens after the events of Sora's story. So I guess we get a little bit of what happens after Sora's story.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, that's a little nominee there. There, she has more of an involvement in Sora's story because she's the main reason why the castle works the way it does.
Right.
Castle Oblivion, where when you enter the castle, you lose all your memories and you have to rely on a deck of cards to attack.
What's the explanation for why Riku doesn't lose his memories?
Basically, I think Namine isn't really aware of his presence in the castle.
Oh.
I think that's the explanation. Because he starts on like the 13th basement floor, which,
Right.
yeah, I guess that's a way to get by undetected.
Just sneak in through the basement.
Yeah, just go through the door to Kingdom Hearts. Easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Riku's got those expert strats.
How about another donation real quick?
Yeah, sure, as I'm making my way through this.
Okay, awesome. We have $9, which is a great donation amount, and here's why. This is from our very own Char Bunny, who says, I am so curious to see this easier, harder, I don't even know what difficulty for Mighty Number 9. Any chance we could get a $9 train going to help us meet the incentive? Choo-choo!
Ooh.
I agree. That would be awesome. And actually, to follow that up, we have $9 from Terrarium, hello, who says, absolutely been loving playing Fatales this year, and especially this RPG block. Thinking about a $9 donation train for the Mighty Number 9 incentive later tonight. Let's make life easier on that friendly little android. Well, actually, I don't think it's going to be easier.
Anyway, I'm in the final world in the game, which is just Castle Oblivion. The place we've always been in, I guess. But,
Back.
yeah, so, yeah. So it looks like I had plenty of cards, which is wonderful.
Awesome.
Because, yeah, I grinded extra. So, Kung Fu, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
So, how many boss fights in the series have restricted you to one heal?
None. Maybe one we're about to see.
Well, yeah, we're about to see the one that does. And
The only one.
yes, and the fight is actually very scary. So it may take me multiple attempts to pull this off. Remember Ansem?
He's back.
Yeah, he's the final boss in Riku's mode, and he is quite infamous in this version of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So another thing about the difference between RECOM and this version is we do not have Rapid Break, which makes this boss really easy, but because we don't have it in this version of the game, yeah, this boss can just very easily destroy us. The biggest thing about fighting this version of Ansem is to not be too greedy. And that can be either really easy or really difficult. Depending. Oh. This is bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to bust this out. Hopefully, yep.
No.
Wow. Yeah, this boss is absolutely brutal, and it is
You can do
arguably one
it.
of the hardest story bosses in the whole series.
All right, here we go again. This is the one.
Yep.
This is it, chat. This is the final moment. Wow, that's such a brutal attack.
Yeah, it is, with Riku's HP at being at 175. Oh, what? He threw a 9 slate. That's why I was able to tie it.
Oh wow. Yeah, so we're way under leveled here. Because we're fast. But
Well, he
creating
wins.
HP
Yeah,
problems.
this is. Yep. So I don't want to use my the only heal that I have too early. The only heal that I'm guaranteed to have, but the problem is, yeah, it's just really difficult to get a good opening in this.
There are other heals that can randomly drop, but it's never guaranteed, and also even if they drop, it's not always possible to get them.
Yeah, because he just breaks your cards.
Just making it difficult.
Yeah, this is not a good start either. Also, yeah, his Guardian does block your attack, so you have to actually time your attacks as well. I'm probably going to try and get the heal off here. Good. Not the ideal, because I want 2 Mickeys, but yeah. The game didn't give me much of a choice.
No.
I'm gonna... Oh, so you do not want to get hit by Dark Shadow. That, like, one-shots Riku.
Oh, no.
I'm not even kidding. Yeah. That slate. Also, I literally cannot see his slate cards coming. So normally you're able to see that in the top corner of the... top right corner of the screen. But I'm not allowed to see them because he has slate bind up.
So he's keeping everything secret from us.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Oh.
This is where it gets a bit scary.
It's so close. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Okay, you can avoid Dark Shadow, but yeah, it's... you do not want to get hit by
Yeah,
it.
that was awesome.
Because the moment you get hit by it, you're dead. Oh.
Oh!
Once my attack bracelet runs out, this is going to be extremely scary.
It's so close. No!
Oh no! I was about to say you got this!
Yeah, the fight's hard.
Do you want like a donation for motivation?
Oh, sure.
Or...
I don't care. just throw a donation up.
Okay, sure. We have, oh my gosh, okay, so we have a $9 donation from Carissa Mime who says, $9 hype train! And then we have an $81 donation from Yukupo who says, let's go, 9x9 train. That's awesome. I love it. Keep getting those $9 donations and we can get some nines in the in the game. Yeah, there they are. See, look, 9's happening right now.
There we go. The game's cooperating for the sake of charity.
Exactly. Oh,
Please, let me get this. No, of course not.
No.
Oh, this is so rough, man. This is like... Yeah. This is a rough fight.
Another donation for luck, maybe.
Absolutely. $9.01 from Goggles the Cat, who says $9.01 from Goggles the Cat because he doesn't follow the train rules. Thanks for the great run.
That's my cat. I don't know if he donated for my cat, but yeah, he doesn't follow the
Oh,
rules.
your
That's
cat's
true.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so
I love-
much.
And go thank the kitty.
Goggles, thank you.
Kitty some love.
Everybody says thank you. He's sleeping. Maybe he really did donate it. He's sleeping to try to allay suspicions.
Yes. Loving this $9 train. Love it, chat. That is, whoa, that's moving the incentive along. We are now up to $720. That went up by a couple $100. Downgrading that difficulty.
That's awesome.
Remember, it's not actually downgrading the difficulty. It's making some things harder, for sure.
We call it downgrade in quotation marks.
In heavy, heavy quotation marks. Yes, yes. But that puts us, we are getting, closer to that 1K out of 2,000. So, keep getting donations in. It's awesome. And we're almost at 600 for Kirby's Adventure for the Glitch exhibition. So love seeing the donations come in. Thank you all so much. Keep it going.
That is awesome.
Oh, thank you. What a kind man. You let me heal. That's incredible.
It's the donations helping.
Yeah, Ansem was distracted by all the awesome donations coming in. Good job, chat. You're helping the run.
Oh?
Oh yeah, time is finally hit, so I'm almost there. Time.
Yay! Wow, what a hard fight. That was awesome.
GG.
Yeah,
GG.
it's certainly a really difficult fight. But yeah,
And now there's all the text.
oh yeah, some of the dialogue is pretty great. Yeah, you can also see a little bit more of the sprite work of the game.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, I can't show the cool 3D cutscene because I know right after that is the DMCA scene, DMCA music.
Oh, no.
So, it plays simple and clean, yeah. But yeah, here's Mickey. He actually has his own sprite and everything.
Wow.
But basically, this establishes how Riku, I guess, puts on the organization hood and pretends to be an organization member to, I guess, distract them while Sora's recovering his memories. And he's officially working with Namine now.
Right.
But yeah, this is also where where Mickey actually decides to, wants to take the similar path to Riku and support him. So that's lovely.
That was so good. That was awesome.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm gonna have to mute the audio. I went too far in the cutscene. But yeah, so this is this is the I guess we do get to see the 3D cutscene. But yeah, this is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Riku's story. Thanks for having me and Passere. I keep on putting a French accent on it, but
Thank you for letting me be your
Passere.
commentator. This was really fun.
Yeah. So, yeah. And thank you all for watching. And if you want to learn this game a bit more, go to the Kingdom Hearts Discord and, check it out. And I'm currently working on notes. So, hopefully that will help some people with, playing this game.
Thank you, everybody.
Alrighty, everybody, that was an awesome run. Great job to AeonFrodo amidst all of that awful RNG. Aeon had to deal with, my goodness, but still a wonderful run to watch. You all have been doing amazing with the donations, especially recently. You are coming through. We have a $27 donation from Majunior17 who says 9 times 3 for the mighty 9. I love it. I love seeing the $9 train happening right now. So fantastic. We also, and come on, have a $10 donation from Happy Bear saying, Fufu, you're going to have to time me out next time I'm on your channel because right now I want to donate and be part of this chain of ephemeries. Which, oh my goodness. So silly. But thank you all so much for all the wonderful support for Malala Fund. Don't forget the reason why we are here benefiting Malala Fund and supporting women's education all around the world. And, we have our wonderful all women online community. It's been such a wonderful partnership. Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and lead. Also, Malala Fund is an international nonprofit organization that advocates for women's education all around the world. They have wonderful assembly stories you can read. All of these stories that show about all these girls pushing through the boundaries that they have to deal with in all kinds of different environments and societies in many different countries. They have education champions that are pushing for change and doing really wonderful and amazing things, speaking at big events, initiating or starting big initiations, and all kinds of awesome stuff. You can see me speaking with many various Malala Fund members throughout this event and past events as well, and just see everything awesome that they are up to. So this is where your donations are going toward. This is supporting a really, really wonderful fund and cause. We are all here for more education, don't you think? Speaking of donations, we have a $6 donation from Runaway Canadian who says, downgrade? Upgrade? I think I got this train wrong. I get it. Alrighty, I am also going to be heading out here shortly, but one other donation for you all. Okay, let's do 2 quick ones. We have an anonymous $150 donation, which is amazing. So thank you so much for that. And a $25 donation from Bryce and Robot, who says less than 3. And that's where I want to leave you because less than 3 for you all, chat. Hearts for everybody. Thank you for your support today so far. Hope you've been enjoying the marathon as much as I have. I think it's been wonderful. Such an awesome RPG block. Next up is Divinity Original Sin 2. That's going to be amazing. So we are going to take a quick break. Feel free to stretch, grab more water, do all of that, and be ready for the next run coming up. So exciting. And thank you all for spending some time with me this early evening. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy the rest of Flame Fatale.
Hello everyone, my name is Tukabase. I'll be with you for the next couple of runs. This is actually my first time as a host. I'm a little nervous. So do we have anyone here who is a first-time viewer maybe? Well, if you are and you're wondering what is going on, well, I'll explain. This is a speedrunning event that raises funds for charity, and the charity is Malala Fund. So you're asking me, what is Malala Fund? Well, hypothetical viewer, let me tell you. Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and lead. They believe local educators and activists are best suited to address the problems that girls faces in their communities. Malala Fund invests in their work and collective power to create change, hold leaders accountable, and give girls the tools they need to advocate for themselves. From supporting STEM education for young women in Pakistan to creating safe learning spaces for girls in northern Nigeria, your gift today is an investment in Malala Fund programs that directly benefit girls. So with that being said, let me read some donations that everyone, has been helping. All those donations are going towards Malala Fund. So let's go. We have $25 from Eliza that says, "Man, who downgraded you? Man, are you there? Give me an exhibition, man." I believe this donation, I might be wrong, but I think it's talking about the incentive that we have for Mighty Number 9, where, if it's met, Kiwami will be playing a different difficulty. Right now, Kiwami is gonna be playing on hard. However, we can lower it to normal. And you're asking me, why would we do that? Wouldn't that be easier? Well, not exactly. It's gonna be different, not easier, because in hard mode, all boss weapons are unlocked. However, not in normal mode. So the route's gonna change, some fights are gonna be different, some are even gonna be harder. So it's gonna be pretty exciting. I hope we can beat that incentive. We are right now needing a bit over 1,000, but I believe we can do it. So come on, let's make it happen. It's gonna be super exciting. So I hope we get there. And now I'm gonna try to read this donation. I'll try my best. So just know that. Pedicus Mock donated $25 saying, "Drinks, cold, are you ready? Here we go. Soft drinks, lemonade, water, cold tea. It's up to you, it's up to me. Cold drinks coming for cups. You gotta know the size before you fill it up. Biggie, medium, small, kids meal. Keep straight, it's a good deal. Use the scoop to fill with ice, never use the cup. Take my advice. For soft drinks, fill the ice halfway, no matter the size, that's what I say. Tilt the cup and push against the lever, keeps the foam down. Now isn't that clever? If there's still foam, let it set down. Don't pour it off or your boss will frown. When you reach a 1/4 inch from the top, that's where you wanna stop." The customers say they wanna stay. Put the drink on the left-hand side on the tray. I think I got that part wrong. If the order's to go, put the lid on tight. Make sure it pops to do it right. Hand that drink to the coordinator and tell the guest you'll see them later. Oh, don't forget to smile when you serve a cold drink. Always say thank you to the guest. Yeah. You're the one that can make the difference. For lemonade, things stay the same. Half full with ice, I'd say it again. Fill the juice to a 1/4 inch from the top, just like you did the pop. Water is a courtesy to our guests. Use a small cup, you know the rest. Now it's time to serve cold tea, but the ice is different. Listen carefully. Instead of half full, fill it all the way up to the top of the cup. Add the tea, and if they ask for a lemon, put it here. Now that's a given. Cold drinks, that's all there's to it. Go ahead, try it. I know you can do it. That was a little hard. English is not my first language. I hope that was good enough for everyone. It was a little hard, but we did it. With that being said, I'm gonna go to a few easier donations. So we have $25 donated by Anonymous. Thank you so much for the donation. No message. And with that, it looks like we are ready for the next run. So, Divinity Original Sin 2 any percent ran by Lumi.